Hello, everyone. Second time today in the podcast studio for me, going live with your Q&A. The team have collected the questions from social media and emails over the last 7 days, and I'm going to bring them to you today. I was in the podcast studio earlier talking about neurodiversity and empowerment for young people. So go and check that out. First of all, if you missed that, we went live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, somewhere else. So all these different platforms. So that was neurodiversity, empowering young people, as I like to call it, just scruffy brains. There's isms and terms for everything these days, but just people with different brains that are younger, and they may not want to go into traditional academia, be suitable for employment. Guys, this is a really great interview with Jodie, so jump on and check that across all the platforms. Now getting into the Q&A, guys, I don't know what some of these questions are. The team filter them from next door, so Holden has them all ready. I'm just going to put some of them in, and I'll bring them on screen as they filter. And guys, if you're watching live and you have questions, please pop them in, and I'll try and bring them in over the screen, just like this. There we go. Is the SA market still a good sector? Guys, I'm banking my future on it. I always say this. Serviced accommodation was there for 20 years before Airbnb was there. It'll be there 20 years after Airbnb is there. The term serviced accommodation, that's what the SA stands for, is a term that's relatively new, guys, that people sell courses off the back of. Serviced accommodation is broad. It is short-term rentals, self-catering, holiday lets, holiday apartments, corporate letting, executive letting. It's such a wide term. The answer is, I believe it is. I'm banking my future on it, guys. I've been in this industry 20 plus years, had a management company for 18 years, and I will have a management company for the next 18 years. Unless somebody wants to offer me £100 million for it, and then I will sell it to you. So I genuinely believe it is. There's lots of changes happening. We went through it here in Scotland with the licensing. It can only be a good thing for those that stay in the market for professionals. Is the SA market still a good sector for amateurs and people with shit rent-to-rent deals? No, you'll be put out the market. Your deals will not stack up. So it's not a good sector for everyone, but those professionals in the market for the long term, I'm banking my future on it, guys, as are many other people. So thank you for that question. The next question, can I donate to your Christmas fundraiser, guys? Outside is our Safe Havens Charity Donation Centre. There's tickets on Eventbrite. I'll see if I can put the link into the chat and see if we you can click it on social media, wherever that is. But guys, Eventbrite, tickets are £10. You can donate and not come. So you can, if you want to come, guys, tickets are £10. You can get a VIP ticket with more drinks tokens and special things and a nice goodie bag for 25 quid. You can sponsor the event. So if you wanted to donate something, you can sponsor the event for £100. It includes 2 VIP tickets at 25 quid each. So it's 25 quid, and we'll sponsor something. We'll get you lots of promotion. The team are doing lots to promote you. I guarantee you'll get 10x that back. Again, if you're sponsoring us for £100, we're going to get you £1,000 back in business from you being part of the team and the family. So thank you. If you can't come, because we are in Glasgow and it's on the 6th of December, if you can't come, guys, there is a little option for you to donate whatever you can. So you can donate a couple of pounds, you can donate £10. So there's a ticket option there where you can donate, but you're not coming because we need to know for the catering. For those of you that are coming or want to come in advance and drop stuff off at our donation centre, is there. Guys, you can drop non-perishable foods, stuff for kids, clothing, anything that we can distribute to those in society that need it the most. So yes, you can drop off everything. Probably not all the electrical stuff, guys, because we can't redistribute that for safety reasons. But books, anything educational for kids. And the last thing, guys, and we are sponsoring 20 children over in Africa and Cape Verde. We're taking them goodie bags over. So if you want to sponsor one of those bags, we have the names, we have the shoe sizes. So there's lots of stuff you can do there, guys. We would love it. I think 18 of the bags have already been sponsored. So we are taking goodie bags over to give 20 young African kids in Cape Verde a nice Christmas. I'll see if I can get Emma in at the end of this to tell you what they need. The basics like toothpaste and stuff and educational stuff. So we want this to be a big impact. I want to give the kids their opportunities and something to open on Christmas Day. So you can sponsor an actual present for the kids in Cape Verde. when we go over there. Lovely. So yes, loads of reasons, loads of opportunities to do that, guys. Please help us out. If you can't come, just buy a ticket, put a couple of quid in. It's absolutely nothing. It's a cost of coffee. With the money that we raise, we're going to do amazing things. I'm going to rattle through these because it's lunchtime. Enough places to be. Next, can you describe your franchise model and how this helps hosts? I'm going to be quick on this one, guys, because it's about questions for service accommodation, not necessarily my business. Guys, it's nice and simple. At our heart, Pillow Partners is a service accommodation management company. Our purpose is to create amazing businesses for hosts. And we do that by our services, our product here is service accommodation management. High-end quality service accommodation management. Our delivery mechanism from that is local property managers near where your property is. No fucking Filipino call centers, none of this working from home or working for your mum's bedroom and all these other companies that are set up, guys. Literally, people that have been to your property, have been to the area, know how restaurant recommendations, when to put prices up, when to put prices down, care about bringing money into the economy. We want a local property manager near our properties. And the delivery mechanism of that property management, we have franchisees. Why? Employees are good, but employees will be clocking off, thinking of Christmas, thinking of Friday, thinking that they get salaries. So for me, it's important that we're a commission-only business. We take a share of the money we generate from guests for hosts. And guys, I don't want employees managing properties. I want franchisees that are commission only managing your properties. So it's important to me. I'm happy to give a bigger slice of my profits away, our margin at Pillow. I'm giving most of the profits to the franchisees. Why? Because I want them working hard for host properties. So don't worry about franchise models. It's very, very simple. We manage service accommodation properties. The way we do that is by having local property managers all over the UK. And that mechanism is a franchisee, a business partner who we share the profits with. Rather than me keeping it here and paying an employee, us making lots of money and an employee getting a wage, we want people that are commission only. They're working evenings and weekends. They're giving great guest customer service. They're looking after host properties, looking at pricing, trying to get the best possible service for our hosts. So that's why we've done that model. Happy to give my profits away and help create other entrepreneurs. It goes with our core values of inspire, make lives better. We want to bring together 50 of the UK's best property managers, all part of the team. We all share knowledge. So rather than you just having a property manager near a property and it's their business and they've maybe got a couple of Filipino VAs answering the phone calls and AI doing a little bit, we're plugging everybody in together, called the network effect. We've got 50 property managers all sharing knowledge. We've done team training today, coaching calls, 30 hours a month of continuous development in Pillow. We're going to be the best in the UK, and it's not just one in one area. We want 50. So that's what I want to do. I want to bring the best 50 property managers, train them up, make them the best top 1% in the UK. And that means that everybody's stronger together working for host properties. So I've directed that towards hosts of why we've done this model. There's somebody local nearby. You can get their phone number and their email address. You can contact them at any time. They're there within reason. And we're all working together with the full benefits of HQ and out of our support and the marketing team and everything behind the scenes. So we're essentially taking a solopreneur and 100x it, because there's 50 other franchisees. And there's going to be 50 support staff looking after you. So you have 100 people looking after your property rather than one person working from their mum's kitchen table. So that's what we want to do. If you're looking to be a franchisee, guys, that's what we want to do. We want to help you create a business with no fixed costs. We pay for absolutely everything. We share the profit with you, meaning you don't have a break-even point. You don't need to worry about paying bills every month because we pay everything for you and we split the profits. Hopefully that makes sense. Moving on to the next question. How will service accommodation regulation affect England? Well, we've just went through it in Scotland. It will be similar, but hopefully better. Just a quick example. Every local authority had been given the remit. You can do what you want. You can make up any shit you want to do. You're not giving you any rules. Just do whatever you fucking want and make it as shambolic as possible. That has happened, and they have absolutely done that. Every local authority is different. Nobody knows what was happening. We're getting through it. We're very lucky. I think we've been involved with 102 license applications, and we've got 101 of them. There's a little bit of corruption in one of the local authorities. We're talking about it there. So there's government corruption at a local level here, and we're going to expose that. So that is coming. So you think you're been smart not giving that one license, guys. You're not getting away with that. So we're not going to be standing for our hosts and been hard done by because of local authority corruption. So if you know who you are, local authority, if you're watching this, we're going to expose you. But on a whole, we've got through it. You have to supply lots of documents. You have to apply. You have to inform neighbours. So what has happened here? Lots of people haven't went for licenses and converted back to buy-to-lets or sold their property. Secondly, they've went for licenses and maybe not got them, and that's eradicated a lot of the bad properties and indeed the bad operators. So you have barriers to entry. You have to apply to the local authority. They have to give you a license. You have to inform neighbours. So you do need a good standard of property with things in place to make you a good operator. If that comes in England, because the question is about England, how does that affect you? Well, it's going to take a lot of properties off the market instantly. That could be between 25 and 60%, more than 50 in a lot of areas, which means the oversaturated market will balance out. What's happened here in Scotland, if 50% of the units are gone, that means there's 50% less competition, but demand stays the same. So demand is the same. Supply is less. That means nightly rates and occupancy went up. Hosts are doing very, very well in some areas because there's not as many competitors. So what that will happen in England, what the English government does, will they give each local authority the autonomy to do it? And to put that into perspective, for landlord registration in Scotland, it's the local authorities you have to apply for being a landlord. But for letting agent regulation, we're highly regulated in Scotland as a managing agent. That's central government based. So who knows what's going to happen in England? I'm sure consultation papers are out at the moment, but you will need to apply to local government or central government, register, have certain things in place. You will need to inform neighbours. If those neighbours disagree or object in any way, you may need to go to a licensing panel, and it will be decided whether you're fit and proper and your property is right. So it will put people out of the market. But guys, if you're in it for the long term, don't worry. Barriers to entry is a good thing for any business. The next question, I'm a host but want to remain hands-on. Can I still work with you guys? Absolutely. We have two main services, full management, and that one is where you give my guys the keys. You don't need to do anything ever again. You can disappear, you can travel the world, you could be in a coma for 6 months, and when you come out your coma, your property is running the exact same as it would be if you weren't. You don't need to do anything, guys. For full management, the team will take the keys and run you a fully hands-off business. But for those that want to be a little more hands-on, guys, we've got the partnership service, and that's exactly as it sounds. We're working in partnership. We see ourselves as business partners with our hosts on whatever service, but for the partnership, you do all the on-site stuff. You can do the check-ins, the cleanings, the maintenance. You're there on site. You can do the guest communications. After we've got the booking, we're going to do all the technical compliance and legal stuff. So we will get your properties on all the portals. We will deal with all the guest communications, the pricing, get everything you need technology-wise, so you don't need to subscribe to expensive PMS software. We'll get the dynamic pricing software in place. We've got all the team checking stuff. We'll do absolutely everything at that end, get the money and pay it to you once a month. Your job is to look after the guest and be there should they need it. So the two main services, but yes, the answer to that question is if you want to be more hands-on, absolutely. In fact, it's sometimes good when a host gives us the keys and we just have the autonomy to go and make that work. There's an old saying I like to say, host involvement up, host profit down. It's nice and simple. The more a host gets involved in a property and starts overriding the property managers for pricing, because I've been in a 2-day course or watched a webinar or some such nonsense, the more involved a host gets for full management, the less money they'll make. The exception to that rule is on the partnership service, because you guys are there delivering a great service. You might be doing meet and greet, you might be making fresh baked cookies, and I'll show you a fresh baked cookie. One of the team holders' wives doing a bake sale here as well, some more charity stuff. If you can make fresh baked cookies on arrival with that smell, you're delivering an amazing customer service. Guests are going to give you 5 stars. So in that instance, landlord involvement on that side can supercharge your profits, your reviews, your occupancy, and your return guests. So we love good hosts. What I would say, guys, very, very few people are good at being SA hosts. It's hospitality, it's not property. So if you're going to get involved and want to do the partnership side, think it as you're adding value above and beyond what we're adding. Don't look at it as you're tinkering to save money and getting involved that is detrimental to the guest experience. So we will work with you if we don't feel that you're just going to be decimating our reputation, causing the guests a lot of hassle, leading to refunds, leading to unhappiness, leading to bad reviews. You want to be adding value from being local. Hopefully that makes sense. Next question. Why did you call the business Pillow Partners? Right, a great question there, guys. For 10 years, the business used to be called Homesure. I started this in 2006, and it was called Homesure. And that was a name that I made in 2004, 2005. And we've got the registered trademark for that, and that was a high street letting agency, an estate agency with 2 branches. And Homesure was a name that I came up because we wanted something to do with houses and trust. And we came up with Homesure, and a unique name that we have the European trademark on. So we've been going for a long time there, and the only one in Scotland. I believe there's one in England, but Homesure was the brand. Now, Homesure is great for a letting agency because it served the purpose of house and trust, Homesure, trust. However, it wasn't really good when we flipped the business model, starting doing. We've always done serviced accommodation, but for overseas guests, Homesure is a made-up word. But Pillow, we called it Pillow initially, Pillow Property Partners. So Pillow was something, and the reason I called it Pillow was because I wanted something that every house had. What does everything have? It has a roof, it has a bed, we wanted good night's sleep. So we came up with Pillow. At that time, no one else. It was again, we got the European trademark for Pillow. During lockdown, we looked at expanding into America. There was already a Pillow there. So Pillow Partners is the official name of the business. But Pillow Property Partners was just a little bit of a mouthful. Pillow, when people search Pillow, was coming up with pillows. But Pillow Partners, it's a little bit of fun, a little bit of innuendo, but it serves what we do. We are Pillow Partners for our hosts and our guests. And I just wanted something unique. Nothing new under the sun, guys. So Pillow Partners was the most unique thing. And it's just something memorable. So I'm quite proud of, not the name, but what the team have done. The marketing team have changed the branding. It's up on the top right there. Sorry, I've got my old jumper on, but that branding there, I'm quite proud of what we have now. So thanks for that question. The next question, thoughts on the long-term future of serviced accommodation. I covered this actually earlier. I will do it again. It's going to be there for hundreds of years, guys. There's one exception to that, is if you guys if you keep agreeing with the government and letting them destroy your lives and voting and calling the government heroes, they will shut travel down and you'll be stuck to your 15-minute cities. Assuming people actually start being conscious and thinking about what's been done to them and getting out of jails and basically protecting their own lives and questioning what's happening. We don't want to be stuck in 15-minute cities. We want to travel. We want to have a stake when we want it. We don't want to be stuck with digital programmable currency. So guys, assuming people wake up and actually start fighting for their rights, we will be here for hundreds and hundreds of years. If you just sit back and let it happen, guys, you'll be stuck in your fucking metaverse in your house, not allowed to leave, where you're eating your bugs. So I'm been very facetious and joking there to a certain degree. But assuming international travel is not all stopped and you're allowed to leave your house, the future, I'm answering this differently than I answered it the first time, just so it's a different answer. I'm not repeating myself. Assuming people actually start fighting for their rights, it'll be there for hundreds of years. Short-term rentals and holidays have been here for so long. They'll be here well after Airbnb goes bust or get bought or rebranded. So guys, there will always be affluent people wanting to travel. That's never going to stop. There's always going to be people needing accommodation for work. There's always going to be corporates. There's always going to be relocations. There's always going to be insurance jobs. The only thing is, who's going to own that? Is it going to be you or I, or is it going to be big companies? That's why we're building what we're building with Pillow, because we know the smaller operators will not be here in 10 years, guys. It's just not going to happen. So we need to build a business of resilience. of a scale that is in that upper echelon to make sure that we survive for our hosts. But the future of service accommodation, guys, if there's no holidays in the future, you're not getting out of your 15-minute city, and it won't matter. The service accommodation won't matter because you'll be stuck. So if the service accommodation industry disappears, it's the least of your worries. So I'm pretty happy, and I'm banking my future on it. But good question. Can I join you as a franchisee if I have an existing managing agency? Yes, always great for us to get new people in and train them from scratch. If you're an existing company, you can do a couple of things. You can swap to us, integrate with our brand, license absolutely everything, take your costs. If you're an existing company, you're probably paying £5,000 to £10,000 a month fixed costs for all your stuff. PMS software, you can go to zero. So you can take all your fixed costs, we'll take them all over, incorporate them into our business, and you can go to zero. You can also do things to have a fixed cost, guys, if you want to keep more of your profit, keep your own brand, but license what we do and be part of us. But you can keep your own brand, incorporate it into your agencies, but take the benefit of all our training, and you can pay a fixed monthly fee for that. So yes, you can. We're always looking for the UK's best short-term rental professionals. So if you're a good fit for us, you can merge your business with us or keep your own business and pay us a fixed monthly fee. So yes, you can. Good question. I'm in the process of buying a small hotel. Can you manage this? Absolutely. What I would say is we've had many apart hotels. You as a person and us as a managing agent don't want to start being food and beverage experts and worrying about alcohol licenses and the chefs missing, and you don't want to be recruiting chefs and waitresses. So either strip all that out and turn it into an automated apart hotel, which is very, very low intensity compared to an actual full operating hotel, or rent the food and beverage part out. We managed a property outskirts of Edinburgh, and it was 33 bedrooms, but the cafe and the restaurant, the bar was rented out. The food and beverage in the bottom floor was rented out. We sublet that. Well, we're not getting involved with cooking breakfast and serving alcohol and loading barrels of lager up. Give that to somebody else that's a professional. Joint venture with them. Give them a nice good rent that they can help your guests if there's any problems, and we will concentrate on the service accommodation, the rooms part of that. Makes sense? So if you're buying a small hotel, if you want, you're either going to need to be there yourself, guys, doing all this, getting restaurant licenses and all this onerous stuff that's constantly going to be changing and putting more and more emphasis on regulation. That's going to get harder, not easier. You're going to need to do that yourself, or you're going to need to be banging a manager in for that, and I don't know, 60, 80 grand wage to be looking after that, coming right off your profit. You are better just renting that unit out, getting that solid income, because by the way, that will be standard income all months, every month, regardless of your up and down service accommodation money. So happy to help you with that. We do that lots. Great question. Hopefully one of the last ones, because I need to leave. Which areas do you cover for management? Probably easier to list the areas we don't. We will manage properties where we have a local property manager. If it's a partnership, we can do it anywhere. So if you're looking after the on-site stuff, we can manage properties anywhere in the UK. But for full management, we want to be 30 minutes on average to the property, 45 if it's in the country. So we want a local property manager there. If you let the team know where it is, book a call in with one of our host liaison officers. Edith is outside. You can book a 20-minute call, give her all the details, and we will pass that to your nearest property manager. We've got all this stuff, 20 minutes. We'll give you the overview of Pillow, the charges, how we work, and the host liaison manager will do all that nicely, package that up, give it to your local property manager, who will then give you that local knowledge about pricing. You get to meet them and see if the relationship with your local property manager is right for you. I think that's the last question, guys. Holden has been putting them in. So 25 minutes, that is good. Guys, if you didn't get your question answered or you're watching this on a replay somewhere, please let me know. Get the team, and the team will just give me the questions and we will answer them next week. If it's a big chunky topic, let me know and I'll do a little bit more of an in-depth video. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go and have a team meeting with everybody that's laughing and joking out there. It's somebody's birthday, so I'm going to go and join in with the festivities because I hear everybody laughing and having fun. So I will go and be part of it. Thank you for watching. See you next week.